Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to yet another video. Been a while, so I apologize, but we are going to do some Doki Doki Literature Club. So let's go ahead and just click new game. Oh, enter my name. I'll just do the same. Oh, whoops. Okay, I can't add LD, but I'll just put GaviteHawk. Might as well. Yo, I'm so excited. Okay, and I don't know if I should do voices for this or not. Hey. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. Exactly. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. I believe I remember who Sayori is, but just in case, we'll see later. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. There she is. Okay, I'm not gonna do voices. Ha ha. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. I really feel like I should do voices, but I don't want to be too, suspect. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's a mean guy. Hey, I don't know. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Exactly, because we're not a couple. We're not a couple. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me, after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Oh, trust me, I could be mean if I want to. You ain't seen nothing yet. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, GaviteHawk. Okay, maybe I don't know if I should have named myself that, but no, that's me, so that's what I'm sticking with. Have you decided on a club to join yet? Let's see. We got the basketball club. Shoot some hoops. We got the occult club. I don't know. A club. We got the night. No, I'm just kidding. I told you already. I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. Yeah, I feel that. I'm not really. I wouldn't really be a big club person, especially with school. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did, in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sarah likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Exactly. That is exactly what I spend my free time on. Anyway. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. What if I don't want to go to college? Your happiness is really important to me, Appreciate it, Sayori. Same here. And I know you're happy now, but I died the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. What is a NEET? Why are they capitalized like that? Should I know what that is? You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I also promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess just being nice. I get it. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit. Even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Exactly. I'd do the same thing. A school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Women.
Excuse me?
Clubs. But no, women too. Anyway, I'm just kidding. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Heck yeah, bro, that's the only club I need to be a part of. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. Yeah, I do that too. See, this character's just like me. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know. Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Exactly. Don't need any of that. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Nah, I thought she was vice president of the basketball club. I'm just kidding. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Facts. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. Of course you did. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Well, I might stop in, grab a cupcake, and walk back to the anime club, you know, just because I'm that kind of guy. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? See, they already thought it for me. Yes, let's go. I get to meet some of the other members, right? And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member's here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a wow, it's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Okay, seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, GaviteHawk, what a nice surprise. See, I wish other people would say that when they see me. I need to be more like her. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in the situation. Honestly, they'd escape me too. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Facts. Sorry, I make myself laugh. What are you looking at? Your eyes. Where else?
It feels good to be a gangster.
If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. It's one I don't recognize. She's also, the one that made the cupcakes. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Short, like me. I can relate. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. Exactly, see? You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club, purple-haired girl. Don't say things like that. Oh, she's shy. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right! The hand on the hip. I'm sorry. It's great to see you again, GaviteHawk. I don't remember ever seeing you before a day in my life. Monica smiles sweetly and strikes a pose, apparently. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Which one? Basketball? Phys ed? Where I broke your ankles on the court, and then you never want to talk to me again. Basically, completely out of my league. Oh, dang it. Did I miss the last thing? I don't know. So, having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little what now? You too, Monica. Come, sit down, GaviteHawk. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I don't want to kind of sit next to Yuri. I'll get the cupcakes, says Sayori. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I get a little too excited. Then, how about I make some tea as well? Man, I'm Southern. I'm a big tea person. So, yes, please. I know this is, totally different country. But anyway, the girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. I'm not a cat person, so I probably won't eat these cupcakes, but if they taste good, yum. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! Kawaii! No, I'm just kidding. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sarah grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Tastes like vanilla.
You weird, buddy.
Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. Rip. I turned the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Honestly, that's what I do. Cupcakes are kind of hard to eat, you know, because they got all the icing on top and you don't know how to eat it. I struggle with that. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Kind of like right now. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. What? Why are you thanking me? It's not like you what? Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? I thought you technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe. But not for, you know, you dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. Finally it's time for that good old tea. No, I don't want some of that herbal tea or anything. That's not me.
Know your place, trash.
She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea you enjoy a good book? Okay, first of all, I don't drink tea hot. It's gotta be cold, iced tea, sweet. And I don't read books, but that's why I wanted the anime club, where there's Chips Ahoy and, you know, other stuff. You know, good snacks and anime. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. See, that is literally me. I'm telling you, this game. It already knows me. That's a little creepy. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? Well, you see, I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet. Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? See, I wouldn't know any of this kind of stuff, you know, homeschooled and whatnot. You know, I've never, yeah. Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. That's fair. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. Sounds boring to me, but so does this literature club.
It feels good to be a gangster.
I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Exactly. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. Exactly. Like me, it did not grab my attention at all. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. Well, I get how literature might be worthwhile, but I don't see how it's fun quite yet, but I don't know. But it makes school events, like the festival, that much more important. I'm confident that we could all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Except Yuri, it's kind of hard to tell. She kind of has the same face the entire time. Uh, Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. And one guy not really interested in that same goal. I'm just kidding. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were also delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, GaviteHawk, what kind of things do you like to read? Subtitles and animes. Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Monk. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. You think? Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. My character, he's giving in. He's giving in to the pressure. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. Of course, classic. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? What? I'm just, anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. See, now if I were to read anything, that sounds good. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Or what about the rock? No, what if my character actually was the rock? I'm just kidding. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Yeah, but let's not try and think about that too much, because remember, it's still fantasy, and yeah. I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? Kawaii! Well, she is the same girl that made the kitty cat cupcakes. Okay, that sounded weird.
Tastes like vanilla. Weird, buddy. You're weird.
I don't want it. Well, what? What gives you that idea? I don't know, the cupcakes. You left a piece of scrap paper behind your last club meeting. Or, yeah, that too. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud. No, come on, say it out loud. I'm right here. I want to hear it. And give that back. Fine. Always ruining the fun. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori. Oh, a typo. Ooh. Sorry. Sayori slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. ... I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Alright. I hope I don't have to physically, like, write a poem myself. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Well, I guess I'm officially a member of the literature club. Isn't that right, GaviteHawk? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on. There's still one problem. What's that?
Women.
Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sarah may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. Where their faces, especially Monica, she's like, "What? What did you just say?" I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. Oh, they all look so upset at me. They're like, "For shame." But I'm sorry. I thought, GaviteHawk. you all. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear decision when it's like this?
Women.
That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. Because honestly, if these were four ugly girls, I might not. No, just kidding. Well, actually, no, that's probably it. Because that's what my character is probably thinking. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sari wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Well, that was my original intent, yeah. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club, striking a pose again.
Such a poser.
Ah, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. GaviteHawk, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills?
Know your place, trash!
I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, GaviteHawk, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! And with that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. And that is where I will end today's video. I just want to say thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like if you haven't already. Subscribe. And let's see if we can hit like 4 likes. And I'll do a part 2 of this game. Because honestly, I'm kind of enjoying it. You know, it's not bad. It's not bad. You know, I feel like, you know, the best is yet to come. So, that being said, I want to say thank you all so much. We have or I say we, but I mean me. But I do have a Discord server. If y'all want to join that, that'd be greatly appreciated. With all that being said, catch y'all in the next video. Peace out.